inside packaging.
Oh no. Damn.
25,000 units and they fuck one up. That's right. As long as the discs work. This is just meant to be a holder, so.
Yeah, it's just the cardboard part, isn't it?
Yeah, so I can glue that back together.
Of course.
Right.
If that's the only thing that's wrong with it, then you've done pretty good.
Yeah, I mean for about $170.
You've wasted so much money.
Oh, but it's exclusive. It's rare. Okay, so from a more thorough inspection, obviously you have the 4K of the Pilot and the Part 8 here with the photo gallery there. This little baby, which actually goes in here because this actually magnets on. It can actually come out if you want it to. It's annoying to pull out because like it's a magnet. I'm kind of scared, but like it just magnets right in. I have messaged my friend Guy, who's the only other person I know who has one of these, to see if this is actually a thing that happens. I'm curious to know as to whether this is meant to stay in. I would expect that it would, so that you can put obviously the DVDs in, lock and safe. If worse comes to worse, I glue it together, which is perfectly fine. I don't really know how. I think this part here, this fold of my weird thingy, is meant to go behind. It's kind of weird. A little awkward, I think. But that's alright, I can manage it. I've had worse. I'm just happy it's finally here. And look at that. That's one hell of a number. So, yeah. I really like the design of this too. I like how it pops out like that. A really nice design. Yeah, that's the Twin Peaks there, boy. So yeah. This is a pretty nice set. I mean, for 170 Australian dollars, it works out pretty well, I think. And it's quite small as well, so like, it actually works out pretty good. Yeah. Okay, additional note on terms of this, so I don't even think I need to ask my mate, because you can actually see that it's meant to be glued there. I'd say that that little fold at the base is actually meant to have gone up into it, which means it doesn't actually suit right. So I think they may have stuck this in and tried to put it together properly by folding the base in, and obviously they ripped it out then. They were like, oh shit, I'll just put the DVD in, hopefully it'll be okay. So I can repair that. That shouldn't be too hard. I might have to, I hope not to rip the thing out any further, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit tricky to organise that. But I think I can manage. I'm pretty good with this kind of stuff. I'm used to having damaged stuff come in and repairing it. I'm not the kind of person who will just send it back because of a minor dent. I mean, this obviously is a minor dent, but the same thing, it is just cardboard. And it's only meant to hold in the DVDs, so it's no stress. Like, I'm not aiming for perfection here, because it still looks gorgeous anyway. So, yeah, it should be alright. Okay, so Mum just helped me out with this part. This obviously just folds in there, so that actually kind of closes itself in. This, I mean, I don't think we need to glue up the crack. It's just the part against the wall that needs to be glued on, because then once that's glued on, then the whole thing is like complete. Also, they stick in like that, which is really cool. Like, because her head bobs out there, and you can just fold them in. And of course, because it's magneted, it just sticks in. It's kind of creepy and weird, but like I like it a lot, so it works quite well. Okay, so I've laid all these out. These are all the, the Red Room Gallery things. These are how many there are. I think there's 25. There are 25. I should know that, of course, because the 25th thing, it doesn't matter. So there's 25 of them. I like how, like, some of them aren't just, like, from the show. Like, there's stuff like this, which is from the show. But then there's stuff like this, which is obviously a behind-the-scenes image. And another behind-the-scenes image. And a revealing curtain image. Yeah. That's pretty nice. Hi Rex, how's it going? So this is the whole of the box. So of course from the outside you have the Twin Peaks from Z to A. Sorry any American speakers, but we say Z here. This is actually a little bumpy too, which is quite nice. Everyone knows I like my lumpy bumpy. If you don't, then I like my lumpy bumpy. On the left hand side you just have more trees and a little crevice. On the right hand side you have more trees and a little crevice. On the back you have it's a little piece of paper which you could take off if you wanted to, but realistically, who would? And then of course you got your little description of everything with your quote, a showcase of what's inside, as if they were going to just like sell this in stores, which they probably still could. And of course on the box, on the top you have your Twin Peaks name. On the base you just have the little like restrictions and stuff, so don't need to show that off because like it's what every other DVD and stuff has. Then of course this opens with, I'm usually bad at doing this with one hand, so let's try this better. It opens with the magnet on the top, so that opens like that, and voila. On one side you have a little case, which of course I have stuck up, so it's all good, and you have the little thing with Cooper. That's me in the background, hi. So of course you've got Cooper and Laura there, which is a little thing that actually sticks in because it's got magnets on the base, which is really cool. It actually just clips itself in because it's curved. It of course lines up with this, so you can close it properly. So I don't really think I need to show that off because I kind of already have. And as it is, it seems pretty obvious with them on their chair and stuff. I think that's a little nice design. I like how they've got that aspect to it. Then of course you open this up with this little Velcro pocket. Immediately there's the authentication ticket. Then of course you have your 4K of the first episode, the pilot, with the alternative pilot, and the 4K of part 8. Which is an interesting thing because, you know, obviously the pilot was filmed on film and part 8 was done digitally, so it'll be interesting to see what the difference is like. Then of course you have your Red Room gallery, and you've got season 1 and 2 with the film and behind the scenes and all that stuff, and fold-outs here. How do I display this properly? It seems pretty self-explanatory. They open up like that, and that's the limited event series. And that's already disc 11, so there's already like 12 discs, 20 discs in total by the looks of it, which is quite nice. So this is like a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff. This is like got exclusive stuff, especially the Roadhouse music. My mate Guy went through it all, and he's saying how like they have an extra clip which they've never shown before, but they have the full versions of all the clips, all the music clips that happen at the end of each episode of almost every episode of The Return. And of course then you've got the other box with obviously a lot more stuff in it. And you open this, and my first image still currently, I was thinking to myself when I was showing this before, I'm thinking, oh, you know, why isn't there, alright, I get it. I was thinking to myself, like, why isn't there a good picture of Cooper, like as Dougie Jones? Because that's my favourite character, of course. But I realised that they have just the regular Dougie Jones in the actual Red Room, so that goes like that. So when you lock it all up, say, for example, everything's in there and you want to display it because you do, oh my god, why do I not have nails today, of all days? And you put that there, and that lines up against that, so you have the Red Room on one side, and you have Laura and Coop on the other side, which is very nice. So of course that just slips right back in there. Of course you've got 25 of these, as I've shown. So I'm going to check out these Blu-rays and 4Ks in a minute, just to make sure that they all still work properly, because of course that's just what I like to do. I think I'll put this at the very back there. I think maybe, I guess I should put this. I'm trying to think of how I should be closing this, because like it could get a bit buffy. Not the Vampire Slayer, just in general. So I think realistically, if I put that in there, then you put the thinner stuff at the front. Of course, you got your 4K disc. I should be doing this one with two hands, but you know how it goes. Some people have tripods. I do too. I just can't bother grabbing mine. Also, not much maneuverability. And then, of course, you have your certificate of authentication. Don't really know how you could fake such a design like this, but I mean, I don't care. I'm one of 25,000 people who can brag about having this, even if it isn't... I wouldn't say isn't not perfect, but you know, it did come in a little damage, which is perfectly fine. It's repairable, which I've repaired it, I've super glued it, I've taped it back, Everything's perfect now. Everything fits in. And of course, that is Twin Peaks. That's nice and shiny now. God, imagine how long that plastic would have been on it for. Thank you, guy. And that was my unboxing for Twin Peaks. So yes, I apologize if the video and audio quality isn't fantastic, mostly how it's shot and how it's the audio is. Usually I have a mic on. I got home from work and I just wanted to open it, and I like unboxing videos sometimes. And that's just how it goes. So yeah, feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more if you want to see more film-related videos. I have a film playlist where I do like unboxings or talk about particular films or film collections like Criterion, Arrow Video. I've got my Godzilla one. I also did a video essay on David Lynch because I really like his films. And of course TV work. So feel free to check that out somewhere on the screen here, if not in the description. I don't know why I keep crouching down. I'm expecting something to be here, so probably a subscribe button. So hit that if you want to check out more videos with better quality. See you next time.